Okay, so part one got cut off, and I was going to redo it, and I listened to it, and I'm like, it's alright, because I ended right where, so, Subvert gets together, we start playing, John, John knew that Eric was really wanting to find a band to sing in. He had been in some other bands in Olympia, playing guitar. Anyway, so he came up, and instantly, this band was born. Now, keeping the name Subvert, I remember I was like full on, like, let's go with Subvert. It's a great band name. There was I think Sean and Mark, I think everybody was pretty much go with that. It wasn't like instant that we were going to be Subvert, the continue of Subvert with a different lineup, but that's kind of where everything went. So everything just took off. I mean, the songwriting, I know myself and Sean specifically were really we were more into like the crossover metal punk. Like Eric, I think Mark was just open-minded. He liked anything that just ripped and metal, punk, as long as it was like real and cool, and it just had a honest intensity to it. But John wasn't as much into metal, and Eric wasn't as much into metal. So our first songs were not very metal influenced. It's kind of, I know you didn't really ask that question, how we became a crossover metal band. It just kind of happened. I mean, based off the music we were listening to, and just, Anyway, so, we started playing shows pretty quick, and got a really good response. I mean, locally, I think people were really excited right away. And the Community World Theater opened up almost within just a few months of us becoming a band. So that was where we started playing shows, and we were playing, all of the killer shows there. I mean, it's, Poison Idea, a lot of Dr. No, played with Dag Nasty, played with, anyway, a lot of killer shows. And that would have been 1987. So, I'm trying to keep this kind of short, but things moved really quick. I think within the first year of being in a band, we ended up going down to the Gilman Street and playing a show with Christ on Parade, Neurosis. So this is 1987. Neurosis, Final Conflict. I think that was pretty much it. So it was Subvert, Christ on Parade, Neurosis, Final Conflict. The show's probably documented. I think it was the very end of '87, so that might have been New Year's Eve, if I remember right. It was New Year's Eve or the day before. I think it was New Year's Eve, actually. Anyway, so after that, based off that one show, we had a label out of Mesa, Arizona, hippiecore, wanting to put out a 7-inch. Pusshead wrote to us. Pusshead is the artist, and he was a singer in Septic Death. He wrote to us out of the blue and wanted wanted us to be on a Thrasher Skate Rock comp. So we're on Thrasher Skate Rock 4, is it? It's called Noise Forest. I think it was only released on cassette. So we were on that, and then through, I don't remember who exactly, I think it was Ron for Final Conflict, ended up, getting us in touch with Baz from Ripcord, who had Raging Records in England, and that's where we put the full length out. And in the US it was supposed to be on Nemesis, which at the same time The Offspring ended up on Nemesis and actually put out their record on Nemesis. I put out a video about the the drama of getting Free Your Mind out, and it was never released in the US. It was supposed to be. Anyway, so yeah, so we were pretty solid for about 4 years, 3.5 years. Then I left the band, and that's a whole other story. Anyway, yeah, if I need to, I guess I'll be answering more questions on here regarding some of the same details, but yeah, I guess I'm just going to keep it at that for right now. If I have to follow up on anything, I will, or if you have any questions, I will follow up. Okay, bye.